Saxton Hale's Thrilling Tales! The Indonesian Berserker Shark! Merciless, deadly, extinct! You will believe a shark can cry!
Saxton Hale's Thrilling Tales first arrived on newsstands in 1961 as part of a bold new Man Co. initiative to sidestep an increase on postage costs for the weapons catalogs. The first 64-page issue contained 4 pages of Thrilling Tales and 60 pages of ads for exciting new Man Co. products. But Thrilling's editors quickly discovered that by showing Man Co. founder Saxton Hale using a product in the story itself tripled its sales. Ads were cut to 32 pages to accommodate longer, product placement-based stories.
Saxton Hale's Jungle Brawl! Oh, come my way out of primate hell! 64 pages of gorilla stabbing! And people died every page!
Saxton Hale's Jungle Brawl debuted in the US in 1962, riding a wave of anti-guerrilla sentiment following Russia's successful launch of the first monkey, Vladimir Bananas, into space. The US's rage was not isolated to communist primates. That same year, monkey-not Poopy Joe cruelly dashed the US's hopes of reaching the stars when its shuttle detonated on takeoff. Brawl was notorious for inflaming human-gorilla tensions during its 10-year run, most famously in issue number 50, which was printed with gorilla's blood. Issue number 50's print run of 17 million copies left only 5 gorillas on the planet.
Saxton Hale's Barbershop Action!
You got to stay still, Mr. Hale!
Cut around the fight, Giuseppe! I like this line's Tabasco! We make comics and get in fights. 40. Over sale outside of barbershops in the US.
Saxton Hale's Barbershop Action capitalized on the brief haircut fad of the early 60s. Its breakaway success will lead to the ancillary titles Saxton Hale's Barbershop Romance and Haircut Horrors, starring Saxton Hale's Ghost. By issue number 40, however, the peacenik movement had gripped the US in its filthy, tangled mane, and haircut fiction saw a steep decline. This would be the start of a lifelong feud between Hale and hippies, which would culminate in his firebombing Woodstock from a helicopter.
Saxton Hale's Maelstrom! Your questions answered! The comic the government demanded we publish! The comic they told us they should be free! 64 word-packed pages of dense prose! A question-answering thrill ride!
Saxton Hale's Maelstrom had its first and only issue published in March 1964 to help explain the new federal recall of all 36 million Gold Coast Tweed personal apple cores due to their tendency to not only core apples, but fingers, lamps, and small furry animals. When the government demanded the comic be issued for free, Man Co. responded by raising its usual price of 12 cents an issue to 20, reasoning that if anyone was going to get something for free, they were going to pay for it.
Saxton Hale's mildly thrilling tales. A puck stolen. The intrigue. The most pulsating, unsurprising ending you'll ever read. The turtle's getting away with our spare puck. He just got a 30-minute head start. I'm tired. More suspense for the faint of heart.
As the youth movement of the 1960s escalated, manufacturers produced fewer and fewer products for the elderly. By 1963, only 4 items remained: hats, meat, caskets, and Saxton Hale's mildly thrilling tales. Naked from the forehead down, lying in their coffins, gumming Salisbury steak, an entire generation of despotent, forgotten consumers was left with just one thing on which to spend their government checks. Hale's tepid, senior-friendly tales of modest suspense. Saxton Hale visits his mother monthly, and soothing stories of familiar things soon followed. Hale quickly became the wealthiest man in the Western Hemisphere.
Girl's Adventure, starring Saxton Hale! Scoutmaster Hale gives his Saxonites a fire safety tip. Grizzly bear fun! What's the matter, girls? You want to live forever? Preparing young women for a life of action.
Boy's Adventure with Saxton Hale came under fire from the United States Senate Subcommittee on Juvenile Delinquency in 1968 for teaching boys age 6 to 16, among other things, moral turpitude, arson, vandalism, hippie assault, tax fraud, at-home laryngectomies, car theft, guerrilla slaughter, and the Heimlich maneuver. They had just been invented and was still considered controversial. Pressured by the US Senate, Manco changed the name to Girls' Adventure with Saxton Hale, as it was commonly thought at the time that girls couldn't do anything, and so any lessons taught to them would be harmless.